Hey everyone, Sean Paul Ellis here from the Saturday Morning Cartoons podcast. Remember, that's morning with a U. For the entire month of June, we are on summer vacation. And so, very quickly, what does that mean? It means we don't have a regular episode. So what are we actually going to be talking about today very quickly? One, we have a couple updates and changes to our Patreon that for the last time I am going to talk about. We're going to talk about what's in store in July, and I want to give out a couple shout outs to some people who have commented on some things that we have that are on YouTube, as well as also we're going to give you a little glimpse behind the scene of some of the things that happen on our show kind of when we're getting ready to record, some of the extras and outtakes that we have. And so we'll discuss what we're actually going to be talking about and what you'll be listening to today. First, for our Patreon, some of you guys have noticed that we've paused our Patreon account. We have indefinitely paused this. We'd like to thank our friends, family, and cartoon enthusiasts for your moral and financial support over these many months and years. We've just had some real-world complications, and so we just needed to pause this because we're sort of changing the format that we have for the show, which we'll now talk about. So, as I mentioned last week, we are actually moving to twice a month. I know you might be so used to listening to us talk every single week about cartoons, but we have to figure out what's best for us as hosts of this show. So we're moving to this twice a month format. So what does that mean? That means that we are going to have July episodes that come out on Monday the 2nd, as well as also Monday the 16th. And what are the shows? What are we actually going to be talking about? Well, guess what? We can tell you right now. On the 2nd, we are going to be talking about He-Man, and we have special guests, Jason Woods and Isabel Galbraith, who are returning to talk all about He-Man. On the 16th, get ready for it. We've got She-Ra. That's right, the sister show. So we are going to be talking all about these two Filmation cartoons. Just get ready for the 2nd. It made me cringe to have to go back and edit parts of that just because I get bullied pretty much the entire time. So you'll enjoy it. As I mentioned, twice a month for July, we are going to be coming out with episodes on the 2nd and the 16th. So get ready, and if you have any He-Man or She-Ra specific memories that you'd like to share, please message us on social media, share those with us. We'd love to incorporate these into the episode and give you a shout out for them. Next, I want to give a couple shout outs to some people who have been commenting on a lot of the things that we have that are on our YouTube page. So I want to give them a shout out and some praise. So first, I want to give a shout out to Brady Anderson. Brady Anderson, big fan of Oh Yeah Cartoons, as well as he also had a correction for us about Ah Real Monsters that I have not fact-checked, so he could 100% be correct. And he says that Ah Real Monsters actually came out on October 29th, 94, and it ran until December 6th of 97. So, Brady Anderson, thank you for the update. We appreciate you chiming in and letting us know what the actual dates were that I have not fact-checked, because you know what? I think it's fine. I'm going to go with your word on this one. Next, I'm going to give a shout out to Dark Tapes on YouTube. He commented on our Tiger Shark. This is actually really cool. And this is, again, one of the big reasons that we started this podcast, that we continue to do this, that we have so much fun talking with you guys about this. He said, my grandfather taped a full comic strip and Camp Minimon, Street Frogs, Karate Cat, and Tiger Sharks. It's one of the only remaining items I have from him. It sucks because I only have one episode that also happens to be on YouTube. I was hoping to find more, but I'm afraid the rest of the show might have been lost in time. Dark Tapes, I feel you, man. I wish that there were more Tiger Sharks so that it was more readily available. It is very challenging to find. So if we find any, please go to the Tiger Sharks episode 16 and comment, reply, let him, Dark Tapes, know where he can find some more episodes. Speaking of episodes, what are you guys going to be listening to today? Well, first and foremost, Dave enacts a Clue murder mystery on these outtakes while I ramble on about memories that I have with Nicolas Cage and seeing Nicolas Cage movies in the theater. And then finally, Alex Kazanis is on this, and he gives a cute nickname for charcuterie that's pretty early on. So with all of that, enjoy these outtakes and our last installment that we have for summer vacation. Did you watch any of the? Oh, that might be Alex Kazanis. Hold on. Let me check and see.
Check out. It's either Alex or a murderer.
BRB.
Will Sean make it back? Stay tuned to find out. On the next episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons Extras. Unfortunately, it does not sound like a serial killer. So, if you guys took that bet, you are sadly out of luck. There's still a chance, but you're probably out of luck. However, we do have a side bet going on if you'd like to bet how Sean is eventually serially killed.
Oh, great. It's
Feel free to let us know.
my dumbass sister.
Looks like Candlestick as the murder weapon is currently in the lead. Surprising choice.
You tell her, I'm like, nobody can hear you when you're not in the same room.
Nice. Oh, good. You got a mic set up too.
Yeah,
I brought mine just in case.
Okay. You're on this guy with those headphones.
Great.
Davis signed up. We're actually already recording, just joking around doing some stuff.
Sweet. Great. Perfect.
We'll grab you some water.
Cool. Sounds like.
Oh, and there's some charcuterie that's down here as well.
Look at that. Charity cutes. Now this is what I call star treatment.
Didn't know if you wanted any. This is fennel sausage.
Wow.
And this is like white wine salam.
Salam. Yeah, that's how you say hello.
If anyone had Sean dying by allergic reaction to charcuterie in the poll, congratulations, you have won.
Oh yeah.
Pile of shit.
Hail Satan.
Hail Malthus. Hail Malthus. Thank you and good night.
This is my favorite episode of the Extras, by the way, because I don't think anyone can hear me,
What's up?
and yet.
All the way up the
Okay. The left, this one's the right. Does it matter which side?
Are you on a phone call right now? Oh no.
No, I was looking. I took notes. There we go.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hello.
Whoa, you took notes?
Boom. Ba-da-dum, boom,
I
boom.
did, yeah.
Nice.
By the way, these
Professional
were, like,
preparation.
these were
I like it.
hard to watch.
This was your suggestion, correct?
No, so this is a listener
Oh,
suggestion.
right.
It's the garb.
Way
With
to
two
way to
Bs
go,
that,
the garb.
Way to go, the garb.
Watched Heathcliff since I was a kid.
No, but this was so. I mean, you signed up for this.
I did,
I'm
yeah.
super sorry.
No, it's okay. It was actually kind of. I mean, it's obviously going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be
Like,
good.
I'm like, oh, I'll revisit this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always a crapshoot. Never know what you're gonna get.
I think every week that's the Russian roulette that we play with this show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is people making suggestions and they're like, please watch this show, watch Super Ted. And I'm like, well, it's on the list. We will get to it eventually.
Super Ted sounds like it's like a TED talk, but for kids.
It's like a British
And I love
cartoon.
that, an animated TED Talk for children.
Yeah.
Super
So
Ted.
Friday we are gonna have pizza every day. This is what I'm doing. Pizza Fridays. This is my new thing. And this is an idea we're sharing for everybody. How I'm gonna change the kid world.
I would promote Pizza Fridays and also cookies and milk and carpet squares.
I heard carpet samples. I don't know what that last one was.
We're gonna eat
Carpet
we're gonna
squares.
eat carpet squares.
Whoa, careful.
We're in Boston.
Wicked fucking carpet squares.
Wicked piss all.
You should get you can actually if you choke up on the bat a little bit.
Sure, that's a euphemism.
Choking up on my chicken.
There you go.
It's unacceptable.
NPR voice. Hi.
Yeah. So just you are I think the top one. So you'll see your wavelength.
Gotcha. Cool. I can dig that.
Oh yeah.
Chicka-chicka.
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom. When are we going to be sponsored by Toblerone? Next question.
Did you see the message that somebody tweeted us today saying there is a big Toblerone thing within Netflix shows?
Yeah, I just watched
Evidently-
that fucking Sandler movie because I get paid to do that, and it's torture, but whatever.
There's a big Toblerone in it, right? With Steve
100%.
Buscemi.
Yep.
Wow.
It shows up
Is that
at
why
least
there's
three different scenes.
Jesus Christ. There is a giant Toblerone that is in an episode of BoJack Horseman.
I don't remember that,
with
but yeah.
Allison Brie's character when she's done like some grocery shopping. It's like it's in the background, on top of like in a bag, so you see the top of it. And then Neo Yokio has multiple scenes with a big Toblerone. Netflix has a big Toblerone problem.
They probably just have a big Toblerone money, is what they have.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a problem.
Yeah.
Like
We want that money.
that's so insane. I remember doing when I started doing Weeb Simpsons, people were like, "Hey, do Neo Yokio, do a Toblerone joke." I'm like, I refuse to watch Neo Yokio,
Yep.
and I refuse to acknowledge this Toblerone thing.
I've now been forced to watch it twice.
Oof.
Forced. Bodily forced.
So you did not enjoy it. A lot of people have.
Nope.
But I think it might be irony, like how people enjoy Nicolas Cage movies.
Nope.
depends on what point in his career.
Oh yeah. But they're all
Gonna get-
leaving like leaving Las Vegas era Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. And I'll say even National Treasure 1, I think I could still get on board. I think the tipping point where I began to get off the Cage train was probably Con Air, when he had to do that awful Southern accent. And
Jesus.
I remember being in the theater on the Friday night that was released in high school. And I forget what that character's name is. That's going to drive me batshit.
It's almost as
God.
bad as like Kate
It was like-
Yeager.
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's something
It
ridiculous.
was like Cage. Was it Xander Cage?
Xander Cage.
No.
Triple X.
Nicolas Cage
Cam-
as
Cameron Poe. It was Cameron
Cameron
Poe.
Poe. Yeah.
Cameron. Cameron Poe.
Hey, it's me, Cameron Poe. And It just, I just,
Southern.
yeah. But like, I can't. It was so bad that I audibly, a friend that I was sitting next to in the theater, just at like in the first line that he says something, my friend just audibly in a full theater just goes, "What the fuck?" And it was probably the only like part that anybody laughed during that whole film.
Hey, remember when Steve Buscemi was like a pedophile in that movie? That was fun.
Yeah, he was the guy, full circle, in the Netflix Adam Sandler movie that had a big Toblerone at one point.
Indeed, he
We
did.
did it. Guys, we got all the way back to where we started.
We did
You know,
it.
And we're no better for it.
This week sponsored Toblerone.
Yeah. Thanks, Toby.
Oh, Toby.
Do you think... I'm going to be honest, and I think that I mentioned this to Dave and Allison because we talked Neo Yokio last week. I've never had a Toblerone.
They're too much.
I've never eaten a Toblerone.
Well, we talked about this because they saved our lives.
I know they saved your lives, and I know that you guys got the dark chocolate Toblerone.
Had to.
Ooh, game changer.
Had to.
I agree with you. If I'm gonna eat chocolate, I'm always gonna go dark chocolate.
That's an Allison
But-
thing, honestly. Me, I don't care. Hershey's, Cadbury, I don't care. A thing that looks like chocolate but might be like desiccated crap or something, like I'll just give it a shot. It's like 50-50, right?
So like if it's in a public pool
Yeah.
and it's floating,
Oh, it's anybody's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point.
probably a Butterfinger, could be a Baby Ruth. You don't
It's
know.
probably Baby Ruth. If it's got the chunky
You know-
nuts in it.
Yeah, enough people have seen what was it, Nerds or Revenge of the Nerds or whatever that scene was.
No, that was
Did they have a poop scene?
wasn't it Caddyshack?
No.
Was it Caddyshack? Probably Caddyshack.
I think it was Caddyshack. Now I'm like questioning
Oh my God.
myself. I feel like I'm on.
think
I feel like I'm on HQ trivia all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was Caddyshack because the gopher put
The gopher did it.
the gopher put the
Yeah,
candy bar
It's
and then also
Caddyshack.
pooped and was just like somebody
Caddyshack
figured
duty
out.
in the pool. Yep.
Is that Caddyshack 3?
It's a duty. I've
Is it
never watched.
Caddy-
I've
Caddyshack
never
3
watched the
Crappy Shack?
Caddyshack sequels. I will not.
I've only ever watched the original, but I feel like it was so long ago that I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
I feel like watching all three. Just
Wait, there are 3?
aren't there? No, I think it's just the two.
It's at least 2.
It's just the two. Yeah.
There should only be 1, but it's at least 2. Caddyshack 2,
I saw the first
1988. Caddyshack: The Inside Story, a TV movie,
Oh my god.
and I think that's it.
Caddyshack the 19th hole.
That can't be
Sounds
right.
like a National Lampoon's directed.
No, because Chevy Chase is in it.
No.
Oh, he'll take anything he can get.
This is So is Dangerfield. This is back in '99 that this came out.
Oh my
Was
God.
Dangerfield still
Must be
alive
one
in
of the last
'99?
things that Rodney Dangerfield did.
What?
Is he still alive in '99?
Chevy Chase?
No.
Rodney
Dangerfield.
Dangerfield? No, he
Oh,
died
Dangerfield.
he died when I was in college. Like I think so 2005, 2004.
Was it? Okay.
Oh, Bill Murray was in this.
No, this looks like the 19th hole is a documentary, comedy short documentary.
Okay.
So that's
I see.
acceptable.
Well, so then they've done two. They did the 19th hole. They also did the Inside Story.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to count this, but the movie with Big Boy and Jeffrey Jones, Who's Your Caddy? That could be considered the spiritual bookend
Could
to
it
this
be,
trilogy.
though?
I 100% believe what I just said.
As someone who really likes Caddyshack, I'm going to veto that.
Who is your caddy?
Should we do a
That sounds like
genetic
an
test to
Adam Sandler.
find out?
Do I?
Is it a
Is
Titleist?
it like a 23andMe?
That's my boy.
That's
My boy!
Big Boy.
My child!
It's
Big boy.
Adam,
I've abandoned my boy.
And that's it. Shardy Cutes. Shardy Cutes screaming about Nick Cage. Also murder mystery. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed this. And of course, we will be back on July 2nd with He-Man. He wasn't on our show, but we definitely always want to give a shout out to Bobby Anthem. You can hear him on his paranormal podcast, Inhuman Experience. You can find them on Twitter at IEXP_podcast, and you can find it on Spreaker and SoundCloud. He's also an occasional third wheel on the THT Movie Review Podcast, which broadcasts every Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mixlr. You can also find Bobby on Twitter at Bobby Anthem. Send him a message, show him some love. He's simply the best. As for me, I perform live improv comedy in Washington, D.C. with a group that's called Nox. That's NOX exclamation point. You can find tickets and times and all the shows witdc.org. I'm also always on Twitter and Instagram at Sean Paul Ellis. If you're looking for Dave, you can find him on Twitter at Dr. Claw. You can find his writings on Nerdist.com, Collider.com, and DaveTrumbore.com. If you want to talk to us on this show, hey, that's great. You can head on over to our website, SaturdayMorningCartoons.com. You can find us on Twitter at MorningTunes. You can check out the weird memes that I post on Instagram at Saturday Morning Cartoons on Instagram. Keep the conversation going on Facebook, Facebook.com/Saturday Morning Cartoons. And you can listen each and every week to Saturday Morning Cartoons on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, wherever fine podcasts are sold. Want to suggest a cartoon to us? Absolutely. You should check out on any of our social media that I just mentioned earlier. We have something called Linktree right now. There's actually a link where you can go and click and submit a suggestion to us. And you can do that either through a Google form, or you can actually give us a call and let us know, and we will include that clip in an upcoming episode. We also have an entire list of all of the shows that SMC has gone through and all of the cartoons that we have talked about, so you can check and see if your cartoon is on there first and foremost before making a suggestion. Want to email us directly? SaturdayMorningCartoons@gmail.com. Everybody that's been listening, thank you guys so much, and we will be back next week.
Hey, everybody. Thanks a lot for listening to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to transform and roll out.